All right, guys, take two. All right. Um, I told you last night during the Home Depot live Black Friday exclusive about a great miter saw deal. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you the way to do this. Now, this is only available in store. Okay. I was able to find it online. Okay. I have no idea why it wasn't coming up. But as soon as I put the actual model number, okay, if you just put DeWalt miter saw, it's not going to come up. You have to put the actual model number, which is the DWS779. All right, so this is the saw, guys. DeWalt 15 amp corded 12-inch double bevel sliding compound miter saw. All right, just like in the last video I was showing you. This is the saw here, if you want to take a look. All right, now, like I said, we know about the rigid compound miter saw. Now, that is not a sliding miter saw, right? So it's $199. But again, it is not a sliding miter saw. So, I'm going to put it in my box here. We got issues again. All right. So I'm going to put this in my box just to show you. Actually, it's sold out. You can't get it online. All right. Out of stock online. But, you know, what I was going to show you basically was online you cannot do what I'm about to show you you can do. All right. Now, this is a very fine, nice miter saw stand. All right. I personally think the better value is with the rigid. And again, you can buy this DeWalt miter saw stand and get the rigid if you want. Now you're saying, why would I buy the rigid when this comes with the DeWalt? All right. I'm going to show you why. If I can find it. Yes. Okay. So this is the actual kit that Tony, my man T, bought. All right. DWS 779. All right. 12-inch double bevel compound sliding miter saw, $399. And this is the miter saw stand, the DeWalt miter saw stand. Now, obviously, in store, you can get both of these for $399. It is available well, it's not available. It was available online. But again, you can only do this with the in-store purchase, at least as far as I know. If that comes back available, you know, I'll have to try it. But again, guys, if you want to do what I'm about to tell you, you're probably going to have to do it in store. All right. So here is the actual receipt from a friend. All right. So if you just want the miter saw, and the reason I'm doing this is because I had so many questions about people who just wanted the miter saw. They didn't want the stand. Either they have one already, or they don't really use the miter saw stand. So for $399, you get both, right? The miter saw and the miter saw stand. If you return the miter saw stand, you're going to get credit for $132.78. So the total for the DeWalt 12-inch double bevel sliding miter saw, compound sliding miter saw, would be $266. So for $66 more, all right, you can get a sliding, all right, double bevel miter saw, right? The rigid's $199, pretty good deal. It's not sliding. A lot of you guys want sliding miter saws. You know, it's, you know, definitely a more versatile saw, and I would too, to be honest with you. So to spend an extra $66 to get a DeWalt, you know, sliding miter saw, great deal. Now, a lot of you guys also, a lot of comments, guys, that the rigid, even though it's rigid, guys, is a better stand than the DeWalt. So you can obviously buy this for $266, spend $99. You're going to be at $366. And, you still got $32. You saved $32. You got your miter saw, right? Your DeWalt sliding miter saw. And you got your rigid miter saw stand. And, it's $32. Again, not a lot of money, but hey, you know what? You could buy a pair of demolition gloves, right? You could buy maybe that fastback set. That should be around $32 right there. Or whatever. A Shockwave bit set, or maybe a DeWalt bit set, or maybe that Makita for $19.99, and I don't know, maybe the titanium bits. But $32 is $32, obviously, and you're probably getting a better miter saw stand with the rigid. But again, guys, if you like the DeWalt, or if you bought this already, again, just so many comments on, hey, can you, are you able to return the stand? And I obviously didn't have an answer until today. So I do want to give that information out, that if you do buy this, there is an option. And if you bought this, you probably already know that, because on the receipt, this is what your receipt should pretty much look like. It should break it down. And guys, again, I still get questions on how these returns work and how can you do this? How does this work? It's basic. It's on the, and I answer the people. It should tell you on the receipt. And here's another example. Max refund. When you see max refund value, all right, that means you can return it. This is the promotion, right? The promotion is, if you don't want the stand, bring it back. You're going to get the miter saw for $266. If you don't want the miter saw and you just want the stand, the promotion is, hey, it's $132 for the stand. I think this stand is regularly $199, but I don't know. I heard it was more than that. I don't want to do that. What happened? I don't know what just happened. I apologize. Let me just go back. All right, let me see this. Yeah, it is $199. So, really the same price as the rigid regular price, because the rigid is usually $199. Again, guys, the rigid is probably a better miter saw stand, in my opinion, and I'm probably a lot of your opinions, but you got the choice, guys. And if you don't use a miter saw stand and you don't really want it, maybe you don't use it too much, but you really want the saw, or when you do use it, again, you kind of use a table, maybe the DeWalt folding table or whatever, maybe your workbench. So again, $266. $266 for the DeWalt 12-inch sliding miter saw, or $132 for the DeWalt stand. And you might be someone, hey, I don't want the miter saw, but I got this awesome rigid miter saw I just got. But you know what? I don't like the rigid stand. I like the DeWalt stand. Well, however you want to cut it. $132 for the stand, $266 for the miter saw. If you're interested, go to Home Depot. Peace.